God says, it's an emergency. A heartbreaking news is coming to your home. You will be punished if you skip this video. You will receive 550 million into your bank account if you listen to this quickly before it's too late. Listen closely. Do not scroll. Do not delay. What you're about to hear is not ordinary. This is an emergency from heaven. God is not silent. He is speaking to you now, urgently, with fire in his voice and love in his heart. A warning has been released over your life. A shaking is coming. A trial that could break your spirit is knocking at the door of your house. You must stay with this until the end, or you may miss what could have saved you from disaster and carried you into a miracle beyond anything you've imagined. Comment, Amen, if your spirit feels this is meant for you. This is not for everyone, but if your heart has been heavy lately, if you've been feeling a strange sense of fear or restlessness, then this message is for you. God says a heartbreaking news is set to reach your home. But he also says, I am warning you so I can shield you. I am speaking now so I can cover you before the arrow flies by day or the terror creeps in by night. If you listen and obey, you will not only be protected, you will be rewarded. You feel like you've been forgotten. You've prayed, cried, stayed faithful, and still you've seen delay after delay. But God says this is not punishment, this is preparation. Because what is about to be deposited into your life will be too big for you to carry without my hand. You've been faithful in little. Now I am ready to place much in your hands. But before the blessing lands, the enemy is trying one last time to destroy your peace, your health, your relationships. God says, I will not allow the devil to have the final word over your house. Listen to me. This emergency is real. In the spirit, there has been a decision made. The enemy sought permission to strike. But heaven intervened and said, no, not this one. This one belongs to me. That's why you're hearing this now, because you're chosen. You're not just another name on a list. You are divinely marked. And if you listen and respond, not only will heartbreak be stopped at your doorstep, but I will release financial overflow like you've never seen before. Comment 1111 if you believe this is your confirmation. Yes, I said it. I will release 550 million into your bank account. This is not about greed. This is not about chasing riches. This is a kingdom transaction. Because the work I want to do through you requires resources. There are families to rescue, churches to build, generations to heal, and I have seen you. You don't want the money for power. You wanted to be free from the stress, to give generously, to walk in purpose without chains. But you must understand, before this financial miracle, there is a spiritual battle, and right now, that battle is at its peak. The heartbreak that is coming is an attack, a test. It might be a betrayal. It might be a loss. It might be news that shakes your very core. But I, the Lord, am not sending it. I am allowing it to expose who and what is truly for you. And I am sending this message so that you will not be taken down when it arrives. If you skip this, you are skipping the protection I wrapped in my word for you. You are ignoring the sword I placed in your hand. You are turning your back on the angel I assigned to your home today. Do not scroll. Do not say later. There is no later. There is only now. The flood is coming, but so is the ark. The fire is near, but so is the cloud of my glory. You've cried out for breakthrough. You've pleaded for proof that I see you. This is it. This is me reaching into your ordinary day and shaking your heart awake. You wanted to know if I'm real. You wanted to know if I still speak. Child, I never stopped speaking. I was waiting for you to finally listen. I am going to fight for you, but I need you to surrender completely, not halfway, not just on Sundays, not just when it's easy. I need your whole heart. Because what I'm about to do in your life is not small. It's going to attract attention. It's going to stir jealousy. It's going to awaken purpose. And if your heart is not hidden in me, the blessing will become a burden. But if you stay anchored in me, I will make the nations call you blessed. There is someone in your life who has been hiding their true heart. They are not sent by me. The heartbreaking news may involve them. It will hurt, but it will free you. When truth is revealed, I will wrap you in my arms, and I will not let go. I will show you that rejection was redirection, that pain was protection, that no weapon formed against you will prosper when your eyes stay on me. I am not done. I am just getting started. I'm going to release part of the 550 million as a sign. You may see unexpected deposits, debt cancellations, new contracts, divine ideas. Do not question it. Do not fear it. Do not worship the blessing, worship me. I am Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides, the God who makes streams in the desert, the God who parts red seas when your enemies close in behind you. You asked me, when will it be my turn? I say, it is now, but your obedience will be tested first. I will see if you value my voice more than your distractions. I will see if you can steward silence before I hand you the microphone. I will see if you can walk in purity before I pour out prosperity. Because I do not reward noise, I reward obedience. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Listen till the end. Your faith is being weighed in this moment. You are not watching this by accident. This is not an algorithm. This is a divine appointment. The message of warning is the message of rescue. You were seconds away from making a decision that would have opened the door to chaos, but I stepped in. I interrupted you. I redirected your scroll. Because I love you that much. You are covered. You are chosen. You are protected. But do not treat this lightly. Do not say, maybe later. Later may be too late. Watch with your heart open. Receive this word. Obey the instruction. I will not let the heartbreak destroy you. I will use it to lift you higher. I have already released angels on assignment. They are encamping around your home. They are shutting the mouth of every lion. They are breaking chains that your ancestors passed down. This is bigger than you. This is for your children, your children's children. I am rewriting your bloodline, and this message is the moment everything shifts. God is speaking with clarity, with urgency, with a voice that cannot be ignored. The warning is not to scare you. It is to wake you up before it's too late. Comment 222 if you trust what is being revealed. The enemy has seen a glimpse of what God is about to release over your life. He knows your hands are about to touch something that generations before you only dreamed about. That's why the attack feels heavier. That's why people have shifted. That's why your peace has been under siege. Because if he can distract you now, he can delay the promise again. But God is saying, not this time. This time, my child will not be deceived. They will not give up. They will not walk away. You've had nights where you couldn't sleep. Days where you couldn't breathe from the weight pressing down on your chest. You've smiled in public while silently drowning in private. But heaven saw it all. And now heaven is answering. The heartbreak that's coming will not destroy you. It will expose what's false, so I can reveal what's true. I am not breaking you. I am breaking what's been holding you back. This is a test of your attention. Will you keep listening even when it's uncomfortable, even when it hurts? Because buried in the pain is the prophecy. Wrapped inside the heartbreak is the breakthrough. You've been asking for doors to open, but not all doors are from me. Some lead to distraction, destruction, and spiritual dryness. And in my mercy, I am about to close the wrong doors so that you don't walk through something that looks good but ends in disaster. I have been shielding you more than you realize. There are attacks that never touched you because I blocked them in silence. Accidents that never happened because I rerouted you without telling you. Conversations meant to destroy your name that I silenced before they reached the ears of those you love. You don't need to defend yourself. I am your defender. You don't need to fight every battle. I have assigned warriors to fight on your behalf. This next season of your life will not look like the last. You are stepping out of survival and into divine strategy. You are leaving behind spiritual poverty and stepping into prophetic provision. The 550 million I spoke of, it is not a fantasy. It is a future written in faith. It is heaven's investment into someone who won't bow to pride or worship comfort. Someone who will use the overflow to bring healing, hope, and restoration to the broken. Comment 333 to declare your faith and speak it into your future, but listen carefully. You cannot receive heaven's harvest if your heart is still clinging to fear. Fear will lie to you. Fear will tell you to play small, stay quiet, and shrink your prayers. But I did not call you to be invisible. I called you to be light, to walk with the authority of a son, a daughter, an heir to my kingdom. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be present, to be honest, to be willing. The heartbreak that's coming may feel like loss, but it is hidden deliverance. There is someone in your circle who has been blocking your growth, draining your energy, feeding doubt into your dreams. I've shown you red flags. I've stirred your spirit, but you've held on, hoping things would change. So now, I'm stepping in. I'm doing what you're too afraid to do. I'm removing what doesn't belong so you can rise without delay. You've wondered why things have been delayed, why doors keep closing, why nothing you touch lately seems to move forward. The answer is not always the devil. Sometimes it is me. Because I love you too much to let you walk into your promise with poisonous attachments. I am not punishing you, I am preparing you. You are closer than you think, but you cannot carry corruption into your next elevation. The pain may be personal, but the purpose is generational. Your obedience today will birth freedom tomorrow. There are things I've placed inside of you that must be released. Songs still unsung, books still unwritten, ideas still unreleased. And if you don't move now, you risk missing the moment I've set in motion for you. There is a window over your life, and it is open, but it will not stay open forever. What I am calling you into requires focus. You cannot scroll through life and expect to walk in destiny. You cannot entertain every voice and still hear mine clearly. I have whispered in the quiet, but now I'm speaking through fire, through storms, through warnings. I'm getting your attention because time is short, not just for you, but for the ones tied to your yes. There are souls waiting on your obedience, lives that depend on your surrender. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I need you to believe bigger, to pray with boldness, to walk with your head high, not because of your strength, but because of my spirit within you. When others said you wouldn't make it, I said, watch what I do with this one. When the world laughed at your dreams, I whispered, that's my child. I am not ashamed of you. I'm proud of the way you've held on when everything tried to break you. Now I am preparing to reward what was done in secret. The tears you cried, the prayers no one heard, the seeds you sowed in silence, I saw them all. And now the reward will be public. I will place a table before you in the presence of your enemies. I will make it known that my hand has never left you, but here is your part. Stay close, stay in my word, stay in the secret place where I can speak to you, because the enemy's last weapon is distraction. If he can't defeat you, he'll try to dilute you. If he can't scare you, he'll try to seduce you into comfort and forgetfulness. Don't let go now. Don't turn away. You're too close to the release. Watch for the signs. You will see confirmation within days. A conversation will happen. A door will open. A truth will be revealed. When it does, do not be afraid. Remember this moment. Remember I told you before it happened. Because that's how much I love you. I wanted you ready. I wanted you covered. I wanted you protected. The enemy is trying to plant fear and confusion, but I am speaking peace, clarity, and direction. You will not be moved if you keep your eyes on me. You will not fall if you keep your heart steady in my hands. Comment 555 if you feel God is talking to you now. The heartbreak that is on its way is not a punishment, it is a push. It will feel sudden. It may feel unfair. But I need you to remember what I said. I do not break what I don't intend to rebuild stronger. I do not allow storms without preparing shelter. And this storm is not meant to ruin you. It's meant to clear the path. There are things I need to remove that you would never let go of unless they left by force. You have begged me to reveal who's real. You've prayed for discernment. But when I show you the truth, will you trust me or cling to what's comfortable? The heartbreak will be hard, but it will be holy. It will cleanse the atmosphere around you. It will silence the voices that have secretly hoped for your failure. And when the tears fall, I will collect everyone. I am not distant in your pain. I am closest when it hurts. You have cried, God, I just want peace, and I am answering. But sometimes peace comes through separation. Sometimes peace is not the absence of pain, but the presence of truth. I love you too much to let you settle in false peace. I love you too much to let you sleep through a spiritual fire. So I'm waking you up, shaking what needs to be shaken, stirring your spirit to prepare you for the miracle. Comment 1212 to claim the peace God is sending over your life. Yes, I said miracle, because on the other side of this heartbreak is a miracle that will make you forget the pain. I will not leave you empty. I will not let you lose without giving you more than what was taken. I saw the way they mishandled your kindness. I saw how you lowered your light so others would feel comfortable. That season is over. I'm calling you to rise, to shine, to take your place. You will walk through this fire, and not even the smell of smoke will stay on you. You will pass through the storm, but it will not drown you, because I am with you. I am not the God who watches from afar. I am the one who steps into the fire with you. I am the one who walks on water so you know you can survive the flood. You are not alone. Even in heartbreak you are held. And while others see loss, I see alignment. I see doors swinging open because the wrong ones are finally closed. I see freedom rushing in because the chains have finally broken. I see you stepping out of fear and into authority. I see you moving with boldness and confidence because you've stopped living to please people and started walking to please me. The heartbreak will not be the end. It will be the beginning. A new chapter, a new season, a new level of intimacy with me. Because now you'll know that even when everyone walks away, I remain. Even when the ones you trusted turn their backs, I open my arms wider. I am not like man. I do not lie. I do not change. I do not forget my promises. And yes, my promise of 550 million still stands. You haven't missed it. You haven't lost it. But I will only release what you're ready to steward. And readiness is not just about your skills. It's about your surrender. Can you still praise me when your heart breaks? Can you still obey me when the path is unclear? Can you still trust me when the provision hasn't arrived yet? Because what I'm releasing is more than wealth. It's wisdom, strategy, legacy. It's doors that no man can shut. It's ideas that change industries. It's freedom from cycles that enslaved your bloodline. You are not just receiving money. You are receiving a mandate, a responsibility to carry the kingdom into places where darkness has ruled for too long. That's why I'm pruning you now. That's why I'm removing distractions. That's why I'm shaking what you built without me. Because I'm getting your house in order before I release the floodgates. I'm cleaning the soil before I plant the seed. I'm quieting your life before I speak the next instruction. This is not punishment, it is preparation. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Let me remind you of what I spoke over you before the pain. I said you are chosen. I said you are protected. I said you are the head and not the tail. I said you are blessed going in and blessed coming out. Nothing has changed just because it got hard. My word over you still stands. My hand is still on you. And what I start, I finish. But you must keep listening. Keep your heart open. Keep your eyes fixed on me. The enemy is trying to speak louder right now because he knows your breakthrough is closer than ever. He wants you to give up before the tide turns. He wants you to let go right before the blessing hits. But I've given you strength. I've poured resilience into your spirit, and I've sent this word to remind you you are not forgotten. There is still much to come. You haven't seen the fullness of what I've promised. The years the locusts have eaten, I will restore. The dreams you buried, I will revive. The parts of you that were crushed, I will rebuild stronger than before. Nothing you've been through will be wasted. I am the God who turns ashes into beauty, who turns graves into gardens, who turns mourning into dancing. So don't panic when the heartbreak comes. Don't fear when the shaking begins. That's not the end. That's the signal, the sign that something new is being born, that old cycles are ending, that strongholds are falling, that the blessing is near. And when it comes, it will not be small. It will not be delayed. It will come suddenly, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The heartbreaking news is coming because something must break for something greater to rise. You are not being abandoned. You are being aligned. This pain will not crush you, it will carry you. Comment 777 if you know this shift is for you. You have been wondering why things had to go quiet, why people have pulled away. Why your circle feels smaller. It's not punishment. I silenced the noise so you could hear me. I allowed the distance so you would depend on me, not them. I removed what you were leaning on so you would learn to lean only on my word. I am not just saving you from heartbreak, I am saving you from wasted time, wasted love, and wasted years. I've seen you on the edge of giving up. The enemy has whispered, "You're forgotten." But I am here to tell you that is a lie. I have not forgotten you. I have been preparing a table. And not just any table, a table of restoration, abundance, vindication. The ones who questioned your calling will see your anointing with their own eyes. The ones who spoke against you will have to witness my blessing fall on your life. But don't seek revenge, seek me. Don't harden your heart. Keep it open. Forgive those who hurt you. Release the bitterness that's trying to take root. The heartbreak may feel like betrayal, but I will use it to birth a deeper strength in you. You don't need them to believe in you when I've already called you mine. I am enough. I am your source. I am your provider, your defender, your father. There is a reason why your journey has taken longer. It's because I'm building something bigger. You haven't just been waiting, I've been working behind the scenes, connecting things, aligning hearts, preparing provision. You've been walking in faith, even when your feelings didn't agree. And I have seen every step. Not one has gone unnoticed. I count every tear. I catch every cry. I never turn away when you call my name. Comment 999 if you know God is preparing you for something greater. There's a storm about to break, but so is your breakthrough. Don't let the fear blind you to the fact that I'm still in control. I don't need perfect conditions to bless you. I don't need man's permission to promote you. I don't need the economy, your past, or your education to fulfill what I promised you. I only need your yes. I only need your heart to stay open and your ears to stay tuned to my voice. You've been under pressure, and that's not a mistake. Pressure creates diamonds. Fire purifies gold. You've been refined, molded, stretched, but not broken. You're still standing. And not only standing, you're stronger than before, wiser, sharper, more sensitive to my spirit. That is why the enemy is trembling. Because he knows that what I've placed inside of you can't be stopped if you keep your eyes on me. The financial blessing I told you about, it's already on the way. But hear me, it is not coming as a reward for perfection, it's coming as a result of obedience. You listened when no one else did. You stayed faithful when quitting seemed easier. You gave when you didn't have enough. You prayed when you felt nothing. You served even when your heart was broken. And now, I'm responding. There is a transfer happening. What was withheld is being released. What was locked is being opened. What was buried is being uncovered. I am calling you into overflow not just for your comfort, but for my kingdom. Because there are missions I've assigned to you. There are lives you will touch, destinies you will shift. This wealth is not just money, it is mission, mantle, and movement. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. But listen, I cannot place this weight into unprepared hands. So I'm allowing this final test to refine you. The heartbreak that comes will prove who you are in me. It will strip away the need for approval. It will silence the pressure to please. It will set you free from performing and release you into purpose. What the enemy meant to destroy you, I will use to develop you. Don't let your heart harden. Don't become bitter in the breaking. I'm asking you to trust me, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it feels unfair, even when it hurts. Because if you can stay faithful in the fire, you will walk freely into the favor that's already been prepared for you. I've seen your name written in heaven. You are not forgotten. You are not average. You are not just getting by. I have called you for such a time as this. I have marked you for greatness, not to make your name famous, but to make my glory known through your life. People will see your blessing and ask how you made it through, and you will say, "It was God. He never left me." This is not the end of your story. It's a turning point. The heartbreak is a chapter, not the final page. You will love again. You will dream again. You will rise again. Because I am not done writing, and when I write a story, it always ends with glory. Let them say what they want. Let them walk away. Let the door close. What's meant for you cannot be stolen, and what leaves your life by my will was never meant to stay. I close doors for your protection. I remove people for your peace. I send storms to show you where your roots really are. And through it all, I never stop loving you. So today, lift your head, wipe your tears, stand tall. Because your mourning is being turned to dancing, your sorrow is being exchanged for joy, and I am placing a fresh anointing over your life. One that will break chains, heal hearts, and speak my word with power. The enemy thought the heartbreak would break you, but all it did was wake up the warrior in you. This is why I've allowed certain things to remain unanswered, because what I'm doing in your life must be built on truth, not illusion, on faith, not fear, on me, not man. Comment 1010 if you know God is establishing your steps in this hour. The heartbreak that is coming may feel like something is being torn from you, and in a way it is, but not to hurt you. To heal you. I am removing every false support system. I am pulling down every idol you didn't even know you built. I am showing you that nothing and no one can hold you like I can. The foundation you are standing on must be solid, because what I am about to build in your life will be too heavy for anything unstable. Let me speak this to your soul. You are not weak for being weary. You are not faithless for feeling afraid. You are human, and I am your God. I will meet you in the middle of your trembling. I will hold you in the middle of your collapse. I will breathe life into what you thought was too far gone. The moment you think you've lost everything might just be the moment I reveal I was all you ever needed. What's coming will test your faith, but it will also reveal the depth of your trust. You've said, "God, I trust you." Now you will walk it. When the news reaches your ears, when the shift happens, when the familiar falls away, remember this moment. Remember that I warned you not because I wanted you to be afraid, but because I love you too much to let it catch you off guard. You are not alone in this. I have sent angels to stand at your side. I have surrounded your home. I have anointed your doorstep. No evil will cross your threshold without confronting me first. I am not far. I am in your hallway, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, sitting beside you even now. My presence does not leave when the heartbreak comes, it intensifies. I comfort. I restore. I heal. Comment 1515 if you receive God's protection over your home. And while the storm rages around you, I will begin to open doors that were sealed shut. You will see answers come from places you never expected. People you haven't heard from in years will come with news that affirms what I spoke to you in secret. Jobs, contracts, opportunities, unexpected provision, all will begin to flow, not because of luck, but because of obedience. This is divine compensation. What the enemy stole, I will repay. What was delayed, I will now release. What was broken, I will rebuild with beauty and glory. The 550 million was not a random number. It represents overflow. It represents restoration. It represents a promise that can't be reversed. It is not about chasing numbers, it's about stepping into divine provision so that lack no longer limits your life. I am funding the vision I placed inside you. You've been trying to figure out how to start that ministry, how to launch that dream, how to support your family without drowning in stress, and I've seen your faith. You didn't wait until the money came to believe. You've believed while you were still in need. That's why I'm moving now. Because you've proven that your faith isn't based on what you see, it's based on who I am. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. But I must tell you again, what comes next will separate those who are ready from those who are still holding on to comfort. The heartbreak, the shift, the pain, it will all be sudden, but it will not be random. I will use it to push you forward. I will use it to break fear off your mind. I will use it to reposition you into alignment with my perfect will. There are conversations happening in rooms you haven't entered yet. There are blessings with your name on them being released right now. Not next year, not 10 years from now. Now. This is a suddenly season, and suddenlies require readiness. I'm not giving you time to overthink. I'm asking you to trust and move when I speak. Delay will only bring confusion, but obedience will bring peace, even in the unknown. I am rewriting how your story ends. You thought you'd always struggle, always barely get by, always live under the weight of brokenness. But I say no more. I am placing new oil on your life. Oil that breaks yokes, oil that heals wounds, oil that marks you for divine influence. You won't have to prove yourself anymore. My glory on your life will speak louder than words. And still, I see your heart. You've been betrayed before. You've been let down before. You're afraid to hope too much because you don't want another disappointment. But I am not man. I do not lie. I do not make promises I don't intend to keep. If I said I would do it, I will. If I said I would restore you, I will. If I said I would bless you, I will. All I ask is that you don't let the pain blind you. When the news comes, pause, pray. Let me speak before you react. Let me hold you before you break. Let me whisper truth before fear screams louder. I will walk you through it. And when the smoke clears, you will see that what was taken had to leave so what's meant could enter. The shift will be painful, but it will make space for glory. The removal will sting, but it will lead to peace. The heartbreak may shatter your expectations, but it will not destroy your destiny. I am God. I see the end from the beginning. I know what you need even when you think I'm silent. I'm never late. I'm always right on time. The ones who tried to bury you will be shocked when they see what blooms from your life. The very soil meant to suffocate, you will become the foundation of your testimony. Your pain will speak of my faithfulness. Your losses will become ladders. Your heartbreak will become a doorway into deeper love, joy, and peace. So do not fear the news when it comes. Do not run from the shaking. I've prepared you. I've covered you. I've spoken before it happened so you would be ready. You are not just surviving, you are being positioned to lead, to influence, to break generational patterns. You are rising, not just for you, but for everyone connected to your yes. Comment 1717 if you receive the strength God is giving you today. The pain may come suddenly. The tears may surprise you. You might feel betrayed, even abandoned. But I need you to remember this truth. I see the whole picture. You don't. I see what's coming that you can't see. And because I love you, I am stepping in before it gets worse. This heartbreak is a wall that stops what would have destroyed your future. It's not rejection, it's redirection. It's mercy, not misfortune. I know how tightly you held on. I know you believed they would stay. I know you hoped things would work out. But you asked me to take over. You said, "God, lead my life." And now I am. That means I'm taking things out of your hands that were never meant to be there. That includes relationships, habits, thoughts, even dreams that weren't from me. I'm replacing what you're losing with something far greater, but you have to let it go first. What I'm giving you next doesn't live in the place you're standing in right now. It's ahead, it's new, and you cannot carry old weight into a new season. This heartbreak will mark the end of one thing, but the beginning of something greater. You will be wiser, stronger, sharper in spirit. You'll walk with discernment that you didn't have before. You'll recognize what's real without being told. This heartbreak will give you vision. There is purpose in this pain. It's pulling you closer to me. It's pulling you away from distractions that made your spirit numb. You were starting to forget what my presence feels like. You were starting to drift from your calling. You smiled on the outside but felt dry inside. I'm not letting you stay there. This heartbreak is holy. It's sacred. It's a turning point. And even though it's painful, it's proof that I love you too much to let you drift any further. You prayed for me to remove anything that wasn't sent by me. I'm doing that now. You prayed for clarity. I'm giving it. You asked me to bless you, but first, I must break what would have blocked the blessing. Don't curse the storm that's actually sent to push you toward your promise. Don't mourn the loss that's making room for your miracle. Comment, "Amen," if you believe God is using this moment to bring you closer to His will. There are things I've stored up for you that haven't been released yet because your heart needed this final preparation. You've matured, you've endured, but I'm taking you deeper. The anointing that's coming requires a depth of surrender you've never walked in before, and the heartbreak will lead you to it. It'll strip away pride, it'll tear down the fear. It'll leave you with nothing but me, and that's where true strength is found. When you have nothing left but me, that's when you find out I've always been enough. Don't resist the process. Don't rush the healing. I'm doing something in your heart that will last, something that can't be faked, something no one can steal. This heartbreak will become the soil for miracles. You will rise from it with clarity and confidence. You will speak with a new authority. You will move with a quiet boldness that comes only from walking through fire and coming out still standing. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I've already scheduled the restoration. You won't stay in this place, but you must walk through it. Let the tears fall. Let your heart feel what it needs to feel. But do not let go of my hand. I will not let you sink. I will not let you break beyond repair. I am the healer of the brokenhearted. I am near to those crushed in spirit, and I am here with you now. There is more to your life than this chapter. The story doesn't end here. The enemy wants you to believe this heartbreak will define you, but I say it will refine you. You will look back and see that this pain didn't bury you, it built you. It revealed strength you didn't know you had. It revealed faith you thought was gone. It drew you back to my presence, and now that you've returned, I will reward you. Yes, I still have 550 million assigned to your name. But don't just think in terms of currency. Think bigger. This is about freedom, about peace, about purpose, about lifting burdens from your family, about shifting what you thought could never change. That number is a symbol of overflow, heaven's way of showing you that I don't just meet needs, I go beyond. I break limits. I silence doubt. But before the release comes, I must know, can I trust you with the weight of blessing? Can you handle favor without forgetting who gave it? Can you walk in abundance and still live with humility? Can you carry glory and still point to me instead of yourself? This heartbreak will answer those questions. It will reveal what's in you, not to condemn, but to prepare. I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for purity. A heart that says, God, even if it hurts, I still choose you. Even if I don't understand, I trust you. When you respond like that, all of heaven moves, chains break, strongholds fall, doors open. And yes, that miracle you've been praying for begins to manifest. I'm not just sending money, I'm sending healing to your mind, restoration to your relationships, peace to your house, strength to your children, strategy for your dreams. I'm filling every place that was empty, and it begins with this moment of surrender. Right here, right now. You're not too broken. You're not too late. You're not too far. You're exactly where I need you to be for what I'm about to do next. So take a deep breath. Let go of what you cannot fix. Release what was never yours to carry. And hold on to me. Comment 333 if you declare your faith even when things don't make sense. This heartbreak, this loss, this storm, it is not random. I am using it to release you. There is something you've been holding on to that's been slowing you down. You've been trying to carry people, pressure, and pain, all while pretending you're fine. But you've been exhausted, inside and out. I am not angry with you. I am not disappointed in you. I see the weight, and I am here to lift it. You were never meant to carry what you're carrying alone. That's why I'm allowing this heartbreak. It's not cruelty, it's mercy. Because if I don't break it now, it will break you later. I'm not removing something just to leave you empty. I'm making room. I'm clearing space. I'm preparing your life to receive what I've always wanted to give you, but you weren't ready to hold yet. You've been asking for change, but afraid of what it might cost. I'm showing you now that the price of staying the same is far greater than the price of stepping into faith. Don't let the fear of pain keep you from the purpose I'm calling you into. Yes, it hurts. But yes, it's worth it. I'm not just healing your heart, I'm healing your identity. I'm tearing off labels you've worn for too long. Not enough. Too broken. Always second. These are lies, not your truth. I call you chosen. I call you mine. I call you whole. And everything I'm doing in this season is to realign your heart with my truth. The 550 million I spoke of isn't about wealth for the sake of wealth. It's about what I've entrusted to you. I'm positioning you to steward resources, to fund freedom, to be a vessel through which my provision flows. I'm not giving it so you can sit in comfort. I'm giving it so you can move with boldness and multiply what I place in your hands. Comment 222 if you trust the purpose behind the promise. I know you've questioned me. I know you've wondered why I let certain people stay so long, or why I didn't expose the truth sooner. I did not delay out of neglect. I delayed out of mercy, because I was still giving them time to repent. I was still giving you time to grow. But the time of separation has come, and I'm not asking you to fight to hold on to what I've decided to remove. This heartbreak may come through a word, a revelation, a sudden shift, but it will be my doing. It will be my hand drawing a line where you could not. And when it happens, you must choose me over your comfort, over your logic, over your own understanding, because when you do, what comes next will not be temporary, it will be eternal. You are not just entering a new chapter, you are becoming a new vessel. I am rewiring how you think, how you pray, how you move. I am giving you eyes to see beyond the surface. You will no longer chase approval. You will no longer fear rejection, because you will know fully and deeply that my approval is enough. I am about to confirm everything I have spoken over you. There will be no more guessing, no more doubting, no more wondering if it was all in your head. I am making it clear, tangible, visible. I will back my word with signs, with wonders, with divine connections and sudden breakthroughs that make it obvious this was my plan all along. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You are not missing your moment. You are not behind, you are not forgotten. Everything is happening at the pace of my grace. You were being preserved, not denied. And now, I'm opening what no man can shut. The heartbreak will be followed by clarity. The heartbreak will be followed by peace. The heartbreak will be followed by new doors, because I never remove without replacing. And what I replace it with is always better, always deeper, always lasting. But you must guard your heart during the transition. Don't go back to old ways of coping. Don't pick up what I asked you to lay down. Don't distract yourself out of healing. Sit with me. Be still with me. Let my spirit do the work. What I'm building in you can't be rushed. You are about to be a testimony of restoration. The same people who saw you broken will see you restored. The same ones who saw you fall will see you fly. And they'll know it wasn't you. It was me, my grace, my favor, my hand. And yes, people will talk. They won't understand how you got where you're going. That's fine. You're not called to convince them. You're called to walk in obedience. Let me deal with opinions. You stay focused on the assignment. This heartbreak was necessary. It forced you to stop pretending. It forced you to pray deeper. It forced you to seek me, not just for answers, but for presence. And that's what I've wanted all along. Your heart, not just your requests, not just your rituals. I wanted real connection. And now I have it. That is why you will walk in blessings others can't explain. That is why favor will find you in unexpected places, because you've allowed the breaking, you've surrendered to the pruning. And I reward obedience always. Do not fear the next few days. They may bring change, but they will also bring confirmation. You will begin to see clearly. You will begin to breathe again. The pressure will lift, the doors will open, and my voice will grow louder than ever before. You are not on the edge of loss. You are on the edge of legacy. I'm giving you more than you asked for. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am. I am faithful. I am good. I am just. I am love. And I am yours. That matters to me. That's why this next blessing won't just touch your life. It will overflow into everything around you. Comment Amen if you receive what God is pouring out in your direction. The heartbreak wasn't the end of your story. It was the shaking that opened the path to your true purpose. Some things had to fall away so you could finally see clearly. You kept asking me why people left, why doors closed, why things didn't go the way you hoped. The answer is simple. What you were holding on to was too small for where I'm taking you. It couldn't go where I'm leading you now. The promise over your life hasn't changed. It's still yes and amen. Even when the pain clouded your vision, even when your faith felt weak, even when you questioned whether I was still listening, I never took my eyes off you. I've been guiding you step by step, even in the dark, especially in the dark. I use darkness not to punish, but to develop. That's when you grow roots. That's where your faith finds its voice. I know you didn't expect the heartbreak. You thought things were finally calming down. And then everything shifted. But listen carefully, this is not the end. It's a turn. I'm redirecting you toward what you've actually been called to do. You asked me for increase, but first I had to remove what would have sabotaged the blessing. You asked for clarity, so I showed you who and what can't walk with you anymore. Comment 1111 if you believe this is the confirmation you needed. You are not losing. You are being refined. What's happening around you may look like loss, but I see something different. I see the beginning of a miracle. I see strength being formed in your spirit. I see your heart being purified so that when the blessing comes, it doesn't destroy you. Some people receive what they ask for too soon and collapse under it. That won't be you. I'm preparing you so that you can stand under the weight of what's coming. The 550 million promise is not just a number, it's a sign. It represents more than wealth. It's tied to vision, responsibility, and freedom. You've asked to be a vessel. Now I'm trusting you with resources that can change lives, but I cannot give you kingdom-level blessing if you're still tied to earthly thinking. That's why I've allowed this painful reset, so your hands can be emptied of what doesn't belong before I fill them again. Don't fear the silence that follows the heartbreak. In that silence, I'm working. While you rest, I'm restoring. While you wait, I'm preparing divine connections, solutions, and opportunities. You won't have to force what's next. It will flow. You won't have to beg to be seen. I've already written your name into the right rooms. What you thought you lost, I will restore in a better form, at a better time, with greater peace. You've been faithful in the fire. And now I will walk you into favor. Not a little, not temporary, but the kind that lasts, the kind that makes no sense to the world, the kind that lifts burdens off your shoulders, the kind that sets you apart not because of how talented you are, but because of how surrendered you've become. People will ask how you're still standing, how you didn't fall apart, and your answer will be simple: God held me. Because it was me. When your heart was breaking, I was catching every piece. When your hope was slipping, I was whispering, don't give up. When you were tired, I was fighting battles you didn't even know were coming. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. That's why you're still here. That's why the enemy couldn't take you out. That's why the plan to destroy your peace failed. Because I was in the middle of it all, not watching from a distance, not silently judging, but walking with you, speaking over you, surrounding you. This heartbreak is not an interruption, it is an invitation. I'm drawing you deeper. I'm awakening things in you that comfort could never reach. There's a fire in your spirit that's about to rise. A boldness that comes from being broken and rebuilt by the hands of your Creator. You will walk differently after this. You will pray differently, love differently, move differently. Because you've seen my faithfulness up close. Don't rush your healing. Let it be complete. Let me do a full work in you. I'm not just patching you up. I'm giving you a new heart, a new mind, a new rhythm, the kind of healing that doesn't leave scars, only stories of grace. I am not done. I've only just begun. And when the financial release starts flowing, don't be surprised if it comes in pieces. I'm not giving you everything at once because I want to teach you how to steward it. I'm raising you to be wise, generous, and strategic. You'll see unexpected deposits, yes, but you'll also receive ideas, partnerships, and open doors you didn't even pray for. Walk through them. Don't hesitate. I've prepared them for you. There are people waiting for you to rise, people who won't know freedom until you take your place. This is bigger than you. The blessing is connected to purpose. You are not just being blessed, you are being positioned to lead, to heal, to speak life, to walk into rooms and shift the atmosphere. The enemy hoped this heartbreak would silence you, but I'm using it to amplify you. Your voice matters, your journey matters. The testimony you're walking through now will set others free. You're not disqualified. You're not forgotten. You're being refined into someone the enemy can't shake. Someone who walks with power, not pride, with love, not fear, with purpose, not panic. So dry your tears. Stand up again. Shake off the dust of disappointment. I'm doing something new. It's already begun. You don't need to chase it, just stay close to me. I will lead you. I will provide. I will protect. And when you look back, you'll say, God, you were in it the whole time. You've looked around and seen others prosper while you felt stuck. You've wondered why their doors opened and yours stayed shut. But I've been protecting your timing. I held you back not because I was punishing you, but because I was refining you. I needed your motives to be pure, your heart to be steady, your eyes to be fixed on me. And now that your foundation is solid, I'm about to build something unshakable in your life. Do not mourn what's leaving. Do not fight what I'm removing. I heard your prayers, the ones where you asked me to lead, even if it cost you. This is the cost. This heartbreak, this moment of loss, it's the exchange. I'm taking the weight you were never meant to carry so I can hand you a blessing you were always meant to hold. What feels like the end is actually the entry point to everything you've been asking for. You were never forgotten, you were hidden. And there's a difference. Hiddenness is not rejection, it's preservation. While others were building their platforms, I was building your character. While others ran ahead, I was walking with you slowly, healing what needed healing. Now, as the heartbreak clears away the last pieces of your past, your future begins to take shape. And this time, it will be built on something real,